In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I will be discussing why flat earthers are totally wrong. Before I begin this project, I'd like you to meet Gassman, one of the members of the Stick Gang, who pretty much has wrong opinions in this entire Master Raney series. This guy, he is a flat earther himself. So there will be a segment in this video of us arguing about whether or not the earth is flat. The project begins. So here's why flat earthers are wrong.
Well, Master Raney, I want to tell you this, sir, but I honestly want to point out that the earth is flat. Look at it, we're standing on the surface is flat, so the earth should be totally flat.
Well, for one, it may feel like the earth is flat from the perspective for when you are standing right on the surface, especially for when you walk and move around. But look at the horizon. See anything heading towards the horizon? It eventually disappears from the view. So, point one.
Well, tell me, how do people not fall off the surface, those who aren't in the North Pole?
Gravity. The earth has enough gravity to support the ability to stand on the surface. It may seem like those who are below the North Pole, anywhere like at the equator or at the South Pole, are going to fall into space. But think about it. Gravity is like everywhere on the planet Earth, pulled down towards the center. If it were for the earth to be flat, there'd possibly be no gravity at all. So yeah.
Now, the sky. I believe that the earth has its own sun and has the sky like randomly appearing.
Well, you're wrong there, Guessman. We look at the ozone layer. See how the sky is blue? Well, the Earth's got an atmosphere. The Earth is not a flat disk with its own solar star. The Earth, as well as 7 other planets, revolve around the exact same star in the star system. These sphere planes rotate. That's how there's day and night. Learn that. If the Earth was a flat disk, then the sun would always be seen rising and setting worldwide, all over the Earth. So tell me your thoughts about the seasons, Mr. Flat Earther.
I believe that the flat disk of the earth would rotate, like, every year for each quadrant of the flat disk. For instance, Quadrant 1 would have the springtime, Quadrant 2 would have the summertime, Quadrant 3 would have the autumn time, and Quadrant 4 would have the winter time. My logic there on how the seasons function here on this earth.
Well, you're wrong again, sir. If the Earth were flat, then the entire world would basically have the exact same season.
Really? How would the Earth only have one season then? Tell me that, Master Raney.
Because the luminosity of the sun will be all over the flat disk if it were the case of the flat Earth. Also, 4 seasons don't occur during the same month.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm pretty much thinking that it's summer in Europe and Asia, for example. Since the month is November, I'll be pretty damn sure that it's snowing in Argentina, flowers are blooming in Australia. Something like that.
The Earth rotates every day, actually. Again, like I mentioned earlier, that day and night happen for when the Earth rotates on its axis. What the Earth does every year is revolve around the sun. It's not that the flat disk rotates annually to rotate seasons to each quadrant of the Earth. It's actually 2 seasons at a time. For instance, since it's still the autumn season in the northern hemisphere, like in the United States for example, since it's November, it's spring in the southern hemisphere. Places south of the Earth's equator and they are headed for the summertime. That's for when the winter solstice happens up in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, right. By the way, the Earth is flat because look at the trees, see how they're so aligned?
The trees are only aligned because the Earth is a huge sphere plane, not a flat disk. If it was a flat disk, then the trees would be pretty much misaligned, like how the hands are demonstrating. Messed up.
Also, water doesn't curve. I have no way of believing that water can curve.
Oh, I guarantee it, my friend. Water does curve. Look at these ocean waves. Shows that water curves.
Nah, the wind makes the ocean waves, so no, the water doesn't curve.
Oh, so you don't believe me. Water curves because of the electromagnetic forces on this planet, which also includes gravity. Gravity does exist. Get that in your head.
You're probably just brainwashed, Master Raney. Is it your school or is it NASA that brainwashed you?
I'm not brainwashed. That's what you flat earthers believe. That kind of shit you believe. I have explained details as to why you flat earthers are dead wrong.
Whatever, I'm out of here.
So that pretty much wraps up the whole project to indicate why flat earthers are wrong. To be honest, I was a bit puzzled about how we were walking on the earth when I was a kid, but I did eventually learn the facts that I explained. Before I conclude this video, I will have another Stick Gang member, Miss Teacher, recap this video.
To recap, as Master Raney has been discussing with Guest Man, the wrong-opinioned red stick figure, Earth is not a flat disk, it's a big sphere plane. It may feel flat from your perspective while standing on the surface, but anything that reaches the horizon will look smaller and smaller in the background perspective, proving the Earth to be round. The Earth has gravity, being pulled to its center. When it comes to space, there's no up, down, nor sideways. That's because of the gravity being pulled towards the center of the Earth, also. If it were for the Earth to be flat, there wouldn't be gravity, unless if the oceans get sucked into the Earth's center, which would be dreadful. In the ozone layer, there's fewer molecules when you go up until you reach outer space. That's what we call the vacuum, where there's no matter up there. Also, you know how the day and night cycle goes. Earth spins on its axis 24 hours a day. Part of the Earth's revolution around the sun is seasons, which would mean that the season is the same worldwide if the Earth was flat. In the northern hemisphere, if it were winter, then it'd be summer in the southern hemisphere and vice versa. This also goes for spring and autumn, which may also be called fall forces, like the electromagnetic forces on this Earth, cause the water to curve, which an example of curving water would be those ocean waves. So yeah, if the Earth were flat, then this wouldn't be good, because either no gravity or the oceans get sucked into the Earth's center. Remember these facts and get that in your heads if any of you are flat earthers like Guest Man. That's all I have.
Anyways, let me know in the comments of whether or not that any of you are flat earthers. I'll personally be reading these comments. Anyways, for more content on the Master Raney channel, if anyone is looking forward to the 59th video of the Master Raney channel, click subscribe and ring the bell. The 59th video will eventually be out, so also new cast members of the Master Raney series coming. We've already seen Guest Man and Miss Teacher in this video, but 8 more stick figures will be featured in the 59th video or later in the Master Raney series. Anyway, see you all sooner or later, but with one more thing. I put up a voting poll on my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube community. Vote for which character and background setting you think should look the best and to be scheduled for the segment of the 61st to the 70th videos of Master Raney channel, or is it season 7? Anyways, cameo appearances of the new crew. Introducing the new Master Raney members, which some of them will be on and off friends, and some of them will be seen as close friends in the Master Raney series, so here we go. This red stick figure is Guessman. He was already shown earlier in this video at the beginning during the segment of us arguing over the Flat Earth myth. This Stickman's personality is basically wrong opinioned. As shown in this video at the beginning, he is a Flat Earther. This orange stick figure is Masternaut. He'll appear in the 59th video or later. This Stickman's personality is mischievous. This Stickman will tend to be very obnoxious anytime throughout the Master Raney series. This yellow stick figure is Optimus Stick, a homophone to the word optimistic. She is an optimistic stick woman who has pretty much positive opinions and positive views on many subjects. Especially for when a bad situation happens, she stays positive and has hopes for happy endings. This green stick figure is Multi-Speak. He's called that because this stickman here can fluently speak multiple languages. There'll be some videos of him doing his polyglot role, languages such as Spanish, French, German, Russian, Danish, Italian, etc. He will speak them fluently. This blue stick figure is Cheeks. She is a cheeky stick woman, both apparently and behaviorally. At times, this stick figure will display some rude behaviors towards some other characters in the series. This blue stick figure is Pezza-Stick. His personality is being pessimistic. He's quite the opposite of the yellow stick figure of the Master Raney channel, Optimus Stick. Another name for this stickman could be pessimist stick, which be a homophone for pessimistic. He is very negative and panicky over many things, especially bad situations. Speaking to them, he'll appear in videos about them. This purple stick figure is Miss Teacher. She was already in this video recapping my project over the flat earth myth. Her personality is pretty much that of a role of a school teacher, but she has incredible intelligence in this and knows pretty much numerous academic facts. This pink stick figure is Mad Ma'am. She is a mean, tactical stick woman who will be seen as an example of an on and off friend of the Master Raney character of the Master Raney franchise. Her importance will one day be awakened in a future video to show the friendship side of this stick figure. This gray stick figure is Pegacorn. Notice the horn on this stick woman because she will be portrayed as a huge fan of unicorns, obsessed with these creatures by frequently mentioning them in a sentence, every sentence. However, emotional excitement will occur if a clip of a future Master Raney video shows a picture of a unicorn or even mentions it. Lastly, this gray stick figure is Sir Pixelot. He is called that because this stickman is very picky. Well, mostly when it comes to food. There are some other ways to describe picky, especially the picky stickman he is. But it'll mostly be about food. He'll appear in videos when they're about any foods. That's all I got. By the way, if any details are left out throughout the segment of the Flat Earth myth argument between myself and Guessman, please let me know that in the comments as well. And as always, I will see you later.